our second campaign of the Fifth House in Chapter 3, Fear and Families. Arriving back to the Leaky Cauldron and reuniting with a somewhat low-energy V sat at the bar, the group were surprised by the chaotic appearance of another familiar face, Vlad Stoyan. Looking panicked, he revealed that during his holiday in Greece, he had recovered an abandoned egg that he hoped to show to Professor Hagrid, and it had just hatched. So heading upstairs, the group of children were met by a baby hydra, still finding its feet, and somewhat unsurprisingly, it found a certain kinship with Violet, as well as a name, Benny. Resolving to take it to Hagrid, the group assured Vlad that they would keep its existence secret. And so, spending the next day in Diagon Alley, the group eventually set off for platform 9 3/4 at King's Cross Station to board the Hogwarts Express. Saying goodbye to their families, with V's father once again reiterating his threats to bring her home for Christmas should she misbehave, Dot's grandmother revealed that she had been in contact with her parents, and that they would soon be returning to England for a spell. So travelling to Hogwarts and meeting Hagrid on the platform, and all but telling him that they had a baby hydra in their bag, the group returned to the school where they had first had their first adventures together. And at the start of term meal, they saw that the Grey Lady was conspicuously absent from proceedings, while Cecil learned that Shannon had told Ian how he had felt. And so commencing their first day at school, and learning about banshees and defense against the dark arts, with Rose Trickwick, a Hufflepuff student, confiding that they were nervous to cover Dementors this term, being one of the few things they're genuinely afraid of. Professor Bleakholm asked for Dot's assistance in sorting her library of textbooks after school in the coming weeks, while in Professor Dingleberry's class, Magnus seemed particularly interested in the possibility of human-to-animal transfiguration. And with the day finally coming to an end, it came to the moment that many in the group had been preparing all summer for: Quidditch Tryouts. Stepping out onto the pitch, Dot, Magnus, and Cecil tried out for their respective houses, all while Ezra and V supported from the sidelines. But as their friends flew in front of them, V felt a distinct icy sensation from behind her, a feeling she was unable to place, but leaving her distinctly unsettled. And with tryouts coming to an end, and the captains saying that they would inform all students within the next week, the group left the pitch, with Benny, the Hydra, in their bag, heading in the direction of Hagrid's hut. But as they did so, within the corridors of Hogwarts Castle, Rose Trickwick found themselves surrounded by a ghastly chill as ice spread all around them. And looking to the ceiling, they saw a dark, ghastly shape above them as a Dementor descended, mouth open and breathing deeply in. But on the other side of the school grounds, making your way in the direction of Hagrid's hut, away from the Quidditch pitch, still somewhat tired, and in your case, Cecil, your arm more than a little sore after having to contend with bludgers, and fairly fast-moving ones as well. You all make your way down the hill towards the direction of the conical roofed hut of Hagrid. And outside you see the pumpkin patch, and standing outside as ever, just pecking his way through the weeds, you see the hippogriff, Buckbeak. And Vlad is walking next to you specifically, Magnus, quite nervous, you get the sense. He's wringing his hands quite a bit as you make your way down the hill. But is there anything that anyone wants to do before arriving at Hagrid's house?
No, Dot is keeping their eye out for the Niffler, of course. But other than that,
he is rubbing my arm.
So, as you're making your way down, eventually you come to the door, and tentatively stepping forward, Vlad goes, do you want me to, knock because it's, my fault? Or,
Oh, no. V, you should knock, right? Because Hagrid
Yeah,
likes
no,
you.
I can do it. I can do it. I knock like 20 times. Oh, did it freeze?
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That's the best face to freeze Hagrid. That should be the emote on this channel.
All right, we're ready for this again.
Somebody clip it. It needs to be an emote.
GM. It's time.
No, I don't want to mess up Hagrid. Who can do a Hagrid voice?
Everyone do your best Hagrid voice.
Oh, is that me?
Shrek?
That's not the
Don't
Hagrid I
get
remember.
all right.
And from the other side of the door, you hear, "This is my swamp."
That's the best face, dude.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
somebody
dun,
once
dun.
told me that the world was gonna roll.
Oh,
no.
Who is it?
Oh,
this
it's
time?
my turn?
Yes. Okay, it's not me. Thank goodness.
No.
All right. So as you can see,
Wait, I gotta go
this
again.
is my swamp, and suddenly the door
Oh, no.
opens, and you just see a great, big green ogre hovering over you, V, and looking down. What do?
Wait. Is this
You're
fancy?
in his swamp.
Wait, I think I could be both.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I just want Hagrid back.
Yeah. I don't know what is Shrek's accent. I can't even think right now.
Get away from me, donkey.
It's Scottish.
Don't care.
Oh, I definitely can't do that.
Get away. Get away. I'm an ogre.
Get away from my hut.
Get away from my hut. I'm an ogre.
There you go. Yeah, I hired Mika to do Shrek's voice for
I'm very
me.
offended that you didn't like my Shrek voice. I thought I captured it.
Oh, I didn't hear your Shrek voice.
Wait, do
May
it,
I
do
hear
It was like, oh, I Bookbeak, what are you doing by the hut? With that
So
dude?
Shrek is standing there listening to these kids mimic his accent, and he's getting really angry. So he starts like walking down the staircase and like kind of his belly running into V and toppling her over. V, I need you to make a body check.
Okay, first roll of the session. Let's go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Am I Sissel? I'm Sissel right now.
Yeah, you're Sissel. Me and Mika are still ourselves.
Whoops. I always.
It's like
type
Freaky
this
Friday.
wrong.
I think
Bella
you'll like
is
you,
both-
Magnus. because
11.
Hey, huge!
So even though he's kind of like running into you, you're pretty good at making sure that you stay balanced. It's a little wobbly at first, but then you step to the side, and he's like, somebody who has a good Shrek voice, say
Mika,
something.
you do this line, Mika.
Just anything. Say
Hi,
something. to V.
hello. It's I'm V.
Hello, little weird one.
Can I go in your house? Can I go in your house? Do you have a present for me?
Absolutely. I've got whiskey on the shelf.
Okay, can I have some?
Sure.
Ew,
I'm not a real wizard.
this is disgusting. It tastes like medicine. Why are you giving this to me?
Oh,
Where are
thank
your-
God.
Where are your snacks? Oh my God! V sees one of those balloons of a frog.
Yes.
I'm the balloon.
Why am I dropping frames so much?
Ed, help us!
Oh man, I'm no longer the GM
help
now.
us.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I gotta move all
Shrek
the
is
cameras
here.
around again. Oh,
Damn it,
what
Edward.
a day. My
Can I stop my
God.
camera and restart it? Because
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm dropping frames.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Badly.
folks. I'm
What
sorry.
are
It's
you?
okay, Ed. I GM'd this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, keep going.
We did.
That sounds
We
much
did a
better.
no,
Shrek
no,
spin-off.
we
Oh,
can't
I
do
don't
that.
think you want me
No,
to keep
no.
going.
There were two different people
Well,
doing a Shrek voice. It was
Shrek is
so
canon now?
distracting.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, we're actually in Shrek's swamp currently
Oh, bro.
instead of
Well,
Hagrid's hut.
hang on. Let me bring up my notes for that. I have them somewhere.
Uh-oh.
My Shrek notes.
This is my
they're
swamp.
just,
Wait, I'm Magnus.
just for me.
I know, I'm trying to
Look
fix
at
it.
my
I'm trying to fix
mustache.
it.
Where am I? I am Sissy. No,
Oh,
yay.
no, I'm
Where
me
am
still.
I?
Where's
I
my-
don't know
Where
why.
Where
am
are
I?
you?
Sorry.
And I'm
Where
so
are you?
sorry.
Sorry.
We're doing so well.
I feel like Magnus
know.
would like that kind of music. No,
We are
offense.
some annoying ass theater kids.
Oh, can you
I
lower
mean, we
me a
referred
bit?
to
yeah,
tryouts
Harley.
as I auditioned for the Quidditch. So
Yeah,
you know,
I was gonna
that's-
point
that's
that out,
us,
but-
Yeah.
There's like
Listen.
band and theater kids in
I
here.
didn't
Oh yeah,
even
we
realize
auditioned.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a dude. I'm gonna. stop my ass to
We
being
are-
a seeker. Okay.
We are theater adjacent in this place.
All right. Also, Ed, you froze on like the nicest face.
I
Like,
hope
you were
somebody
so
clipped
happy.
that.
Very happy smile.
You did.
Because that could be
Yeah.
a great emote, honestly.
Good. Oh, the
Should be an
all-knowing
emote for
Ed.
this
I'd sub
channel.
for it.
Well,
don't
enough
know
about
what-
D-Tune subbing for Ed. Let's
This channel should just be Edward faces for emotes. It would
Yes.
sell.
Absolutely.
It would sell.
Oh yeah.
we're always like, well, we can't
We're
really
gonna
have
use your
emotes 'cause
likeness.
we like cycle through different series so much. It's hard to like keep a theme or whatever. But when we think about it, we do just be like, Ed, honey, it's the 30th of the month. Time to jam on the Stories Told campaign. Anyway,
Right.
sorry. Yeah, so V was knocking on the door a lot.
Lovely. Okay.
Oh yes, I was knocking 20 times.
20
So
times.
after the 20th knock, you just hear a coming, coming, and the door opens, and you see the familiar sight of Hagrid behind the door, and just on his shoulder, Dot, you immediately spy Bill. Small, tiny, black niffler with 3 distinct scars on his back, and Hagrid just looks down at all of you. All right, you lot, you've just been at the tryouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm heads.
Yeah, just
We have
just at the
something to tell
tryouts.
you. That's very crazy.
Is this anything to do with what you
Well,
maybe
We'll
alluded
tell you
to?
if you let us come inside.
And
And
he
if you
looks
promise we
around.
won't be in trouble.
That too.
I have something in my backpack that's illegal.
No, V! Shh!
Wait, all right, you lot, come in. And immediately he just starts ushering you through. He looks out of the door a little bit before shutting it behind you. Right, so when we were speaking on the station, you seemed to give the impression that you had brought something with you.
His name is Ben. And you are going to take care of him, and I'm going to visit you as whenever I can to check on him. And maybe you can give me a drink every time I show up, because if I was taking care of your pet, I would make sure you have a drink every time you arrive. Is that a deal?
Let me
Maybe
Let
we
me see.
should show him. Yeah, you should probably show him what Ben is first, in case he thinks Ben's like a person.
Well,
Please,
you're
please,
gonna,
steps back.
you're gonna take care of Ben for the rest of your life, but it's mine still. Okay?
And Mr. Hagrid, just to let you know, Ben has a lot of heads, and don't be freaked out by that, because it scared me, and I don't know if that's normal. But one has a hat on it, and it's the favorite head.
That is the favorite head. Okay, you're gonna
Favorite head?
There's
I
it's
didn't
my
know- I feel like
favorite.
it's not healthy to play favorites with maybe high.
Well, they like
I
it. It's
thought they were
friendly
gonna share
competition.
the hat. I
Yeah, I
thought
thought
they
it
were
was.
sharing it. I didn't know
yeah.
it was a favourite.
We should have
No,
gotten
it
them
was-
all hats. Well, we would have gotten them all hats.
I
then if
only
we'd
had
known-
enough ties to make one. That's why I need to get
Okay, well,
another
we could
tie.
make other ones.
Yeah, well, I've been working on that. Dot. I can't do everything at once. It's hard to make things.
would
The,
would you like a drink of some kind?
I should. Yes.
Can I
How is
have
that not
rum?
clear?
No, not that kind of drink. I can make you some tea or some hot chocolate if you'd like.
I would love some hot chocolate, if that's okay.
Right. Well, why don't you put Ben on the table over there?
Okay, and just so you know, he doesn't like other girlfriend or other girls. So just don't let any other persons that are, girls that.
Is that true?
Well, just
Because
yeah.
he seemed to like Dot and Sissy just fine.
No, it's Hagrid. Just keep it away from anybody. It's just a me and you thing.
I think
And then
I think it's
pull-
because
pull up it.
I'm only mostly a girl, and then Sissy is like everyone likes Sissy, so maybe that's what it is. Is Benny misogynist? Can hydras be misogynist? Can animals do that? Or is it like cats?
Well, does it? Is it about? This is very confusing.
I just pull him out.
there are just suddenly this silence from Hagrid as you just watch as you slowly bring Benny out, one of which is still quite contently wearing a hat, just as you just place him, reaching up quite high, it is quite a tall table, onto the top, and it just sort of starts to slowly wobble around the top of the table a bit, and Hagrid just bends down to look at it. My, oh my. So, which one of you lot found him then?
I look at Vlad.
I look at
Vlad found him.
No,
What?
I did, and I didn't think that it would hatch before I got back, but everything got a little, chaotic, and, I'm sorry, and Hagrid just, no, don't be sorry, just...
Wait, what about Benny's parents? Are they gonna be looking for him?
I'm his parent.
Well, his egg parents.
Well, I left it alone for a lot of days, and nothing came for it, and
Okay.
I just thought maybe, I don't know, it was stupid.
No, you probably did the right thing then. If the parents aren't gonna try and look after it, then it's better to be with someone that wants it.
Well,
Yeah,
either
what else
way,
could you have done?
well, Hydra's a nasty business. They can get big and they can get very, very mean, so...
Sissel scoots back as far as she can. She's like against the door, like.
In short, I have to say it's probably good that you found one that was only this size, but I have to say, bringing it on school grounds, you could get in a lot of trouble for this. Trust me, I would know.
Yeah, well, that's why I trusted you. So now you're gonna take care of it, please? And don't tell anybody, and don't get us in trouble, please?
I'm not going to tell anyone, but keeping a Hydra on school grounds is... Make a convince check, Violet.
Is that mine?
That's hot, I'm pretty
Hard.
sure, right?
Heart.
Yeah.
Cool, that's the same anyways.
Dot's just patting Bill the Niffler and trying to show him to Sissel to chill her out.
Yay!
Wow.
Sissel appreciates it. It's playing with them.
Hagrid just looks at you and... I suppose wouldn't be the first dangerous thing to be wandering around inside the Forbidden Forest, and seeing as you've given him to me quite young, I might be able to get him into some good habits, potentially.
You're gonna keep him in the forest?
Well, I can. I'll keep him round here, can I?
You could shrink him with a spell.
I suppose I
Would
could.
you like to be shrinked
Don't
with a spell,
shrink
Dot?
him! That's mean.
I just thought
Well-
about being closer to the ground if he's a snake.
Ben needs his fiber and to grow into a beautiful, big, gigantic dragon creature, and I'll ride him through the night when it grows.
Well,
Mr. Hagrid,
Yeah.
how big do hydras get? Because I thought they would get big, but really big?
they do grow quite bigger than this hut. They are quite large creatures. Yeah. So the only way really to hide a Hydra would probably be within the woods.
Is it
Oh,
gonna
I
mess up
can
this?
check in the woods all the time. I've been wanting to go to the Forbidden Forest.
Novi, we're not gonna go back in there because last time I had to zap Sissy, and we shouldn't do that again. And I don't think it's a good
Well,
idea.
this time we can go and not ruin Sissy's
What
life.
if it ruins the ecosystem of the forest,
What if it
and then
ruins
it
my
eats
life?
all the unicorns?
I'll be keeping an eye on everything. I do tend to wander in there every so often. And see my brother as well. He wanders around in there as well. Might make quite nice companion for one another.
Yep. Wait, why isn't your brother in your house? That's kind of messed up.
Well, no, he comes to visit occasionally, but frankly, he don't fit. But wanders around occasionally. You might even meet him occasionally.
Is your brother a hydra?
No.
He's big.
He is very big, a giant.
Is he
He's
an ent?
He's big.
Is he bigger than this hut?
Giant.
He is bigger than Hut, much bigger than me as well. Grob is his
Bigger
name.
than you?
Much
Bigger
bigger.
than you?
Much bigger than me.
Lord of the Rings. It's like Treebeard.
It is like Treebeard. We'll
What's a
fill
tree
you
beard?
in.
That's another kind of creature that you brought with you? Or?
Yeah, it's from a movie. You wouldn't get it.
It's from a movie.
Yeah.
But they might be real
what-
because ghosts are real and now hydras are real, and we'll have to look.
Do they have a nice beard? Did everyone like their beard?
Everyone loved their beard.
Well, yeah, but they were pretty tall as well.
Speaking of
I'm
which,
tall as well.
Magnus, looks like you're trying to imitate my style.
No, Professor. I'm just got a little. I think I'm just gonna keep the mustache going. I don't know if I'm gonna go full beard. I just don't think it'll suit me.
Thistle's gonna mumble under her breath. Oh, it's a mustache.
Well, I would just say don't let Professor McGonagall see you with it. She'll want it right off.
But she's good. But it's
But
Magnus's
what's wrong with
hair.
that? I'm just growing
It's not
like
Magnus's
a
fault.
normal boy.
Yeah, what if they just are growing a mustache naturally?
So that's natural 12-year-old facial hair then.
Yeah, for all
Yeah, why does
never
everyone
knows.
ask if my hair and my facial hair's natural? Of
All
course
right,
it's
no offense
natural.
meant. I myself was growing a beard by the time I was 5, so you know it's no.
We Linuxes just hit puberty quicker than other boys. That's
Right.
all.
Why doesn't Ian's face look like that then?
I got all the genes in the family.
You got
for
all the
growing
testosterone
hair.
or something, right?
Yeah, Ian's got a
Yeah.
lot of estrogen.
Hagrid starts passing around mugs and sort of invites everyone to sit at the table. And as you approach your chair, Dot, you see that Bill is just scurrying across the table and just.
Bill, no, we're hanging out with Sissel right now. And I'm gonna try and grab the butt of Bill and drag him back to him across the table.
And you see him just dragged across the table and turning around to look at you. He just.
We're hanging out with Sissel.
Like reach out and pet him.
You can play with my glasses for a bit. Here.
And you see him just look at it and sort of hold them up to his head, magnifying his eyes to a huge degree. And then you see those eyes just look at you, Dot, as he just slowly begins to open up the pouch on his belly.
Hey, hey. Can I try and wrestle the glasses away from the nip?
Yeah, make a struggle check.
I'm gonna lose out against a niffler, man. I can't go down like this. Okay, wait, I have my character sheet here. Okay. I wish I had a relationship with the niffler, but I don't, unfortunately for me. 7.
7. Okay, so you succeed. Yeah, so you, one of the options is take something from them. So yeah, I'm assuming you just, yeah.
Yoink.
He just.
What's that hair on my glasses?
Oh, those are dots.
And Hagrid just turns to you all and sort of bringing Benny over to him, just starts to tentatively reach out and just stroke down the spine of one of the heads. And you just see it slowly just as it begins to calm slightly. And you've seen Hagrid at work a couple of times, but it is amazing just how intuitive he is in regards to animals, as he just slowly seems to calm Benny, who just settles down a little bit and just lies on the table. And Hagrid just, I reckon this might not be so hard.
Yeah, V could just talk to him and he would calm down. So maybe if you just chat to him a little bit, he'll like you and stuff.
Mr. Hagrid, can you also talk to the Hydra? Because V can. The Hydra only listened to V, and when V asked it to calm down, it did, and it got the backpack. And can you also?
No, I can't. But by the sounds of it, V, I'm going to need your help over the coming months.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, but what if it's an emergency? How are we supposed to know? And come
No,
over?
I'll come whenever. I don't care. Whatever you just find me, and I'll come to you and take care of him. I just love the Hydra so much.
Oh, well, good.
I just love him so much.
So, how did Tryouts go for all of you then?
Pretty good. I tried out for Seeker because I'm gonna be the Seeker, even though I'm only second year. And then Magnus tried out for Keeper, and Cecil tried out for Beater.
Lovely. Well, best of luck with it all. Gotta say, Quidditch games are many highlights of the year. Can't get enough of it, frankly.
Are you gonna come watch our games?
Oh, obviously. I'll be cheering you on. Although I am more partial to Gryffindor and your brother Ian. But,
Guess you're more partial to Luthen then.
I suppose now I will be. I suppose I will be.
What if it's between Slytherin and Ravenclaw? Who would you pick then?
You can pick Slytherin.
Well, now it's not fun.
Well, you'll direct all the bludgers in my direction. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to direct them at you.
Right.
Just other players.
Cecil, are you gonna hit me with a bloodsher one day?
Probably not, because you're probably going to be going much faster than me.
It's true, Magnus got me a cool broom.
So, on the subject of Ravenclaw, I've been meaning to ask, have any of you lot seen the Grey Lady up in the common room recently?
No. I mean, I haven't. I don't know about Via or Ezra.
No. I think we saw her briefly when we got here, but and then I don't know.
Shame.
Do the teachers not know where she is?
Well, she's mostly been keeping to herself over summer, and can hardly blame her. Poor girl has been questioned by damn near everyone, Aura and staff alike, and she don't want to talk. Not that I can say I'm surprised. Trapped down there like she was for a whole year. I'd want to be left alone too.
Why couldn't she just, like, through the walls?
I don't know. There's a lot about that place we still don't know, truthfully. But I'm sure she'll come around when she wants to. For now, we just give her the space that she needs.
She's not my house ghost, so.
No.
Hopefully she shows up soon. She's been missed.
Well, I'm sure she'll be very touched to hear that. Right, well, if that is everything, it's going to get dark soon. You don't want to be missing dinner.
You're gonna take care of Ben, you promise.
I promise, V.
And I can come and visit him anytime. And if you need an emergency, you know where to find me.
I do. Tell you what, if you give me a day of the week that suits you, and I'll make sure that I always keep the afternoon open, you can come visit. I'll probably keep him in here while he's, growing a little bit. Make him, as comfortable as possible. And then within maybe a month or so, I'll take him out into the forest.
Okay.
Well, how's V supposed to visit him after he's in the forest?
I will run in there.
No, you will not.
V, no.
But I'll go by
we won't do
myself
that.
so that none of you get hurt. How about that? And you won't even know if I just sneak away.
But V,
So
that's not what best friends do. If you go, I have to go, and
Oh.
but then we have to be safe. Because then,
Okay.
if something happens to us, who would take care of Bunny?
Okay. Well, I guess whenever Hagrid lets me see my pet, then I guess that's when it'll be.
Hagrid just looks over V's head towards you, Ezra, and just gives a slightly thankful nod in your direction, and then turns to the rest of you. Right then. Well, lovely to see you all, and as ever, feel free to pop in whenever. I do enjoy our little conversations.
Bye, Hagrid. Bye, Bill.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you
Benny.
for not getting us in trouble, Mr. Hagrid. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Thanks for not getting our wand snapped and everything.
It's fine. Don't worry. I know how appealing the idea of looking after creatures that need looking after can be, and sometimes those creatures don't always align with the acceptable boundaries within the school.
I want to have a niffler, but they don't have that on the letter every year when you get the cat and the owl and the pig, toad. Sorry, I don't know why I said pig, toad.
Well, you are more than welcome to come and visit Bill anytime. Isn't that right, Bill? And Bill just... If you would like to.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm drinking I made a mocha, so I'm just drinking that. So
Yeah.
you guys gave me hot chocolate, and then I found coffee in a big bag back there.
oh, that's strong stuff. I wouldn't... all right, you're already... All right, that's
And
fine.
I feel really good. I feel good.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah. No, I feel really good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like a
Well-
laser.
I will see you very soon. Anyway, have a lovely evening, all.
Tell Mr. Beak I said hi.
I will do. All right. And
Bye,
There,
Hagrid.
Hagrid.
with that, the door just closes behind you, and you are met with the warm, balmy air of the summer evening as you see the lights inside the castle flickering to life. And Vlad just turns to you all and, thank you for making that, easier. I was worried it would go much worse.
You're our friend. We're happy to help.
I'm gonna let you go down with a hydra. Absolutely not.
Well, at least it will be a fun, story to tell, when we're all the,
Yeah.
So, are you all gonna have dinner? And would you like to sit together?
I would love to. Everyone, can Vlad come with us?
Of course.
Duh.
Well, he's in our house, so like, yeah, he would be sitting with us already.
Well, I know, but like, so we can have all dinner together. I want Vlad
I'm
to be
getting
here,
hungry. Why
then
don't
we
we
could-
stop talking about this and just bring Vlad and go eat?
and then we can talk about Benny. Ben.
I'm hungry.
Let's give V some food before V passes out, because
Oh my god,
that
not
happens.
again. V,
Hungry.
I gave you like this little protein bars. Don't you even remember?
Well, it tasted disgusting, so I gave it to Bunny. She threw it up too.
They were white chocolate and hazelnut, and those are my favorite, and I brought them to Diagon Alley, and I thought you usually pale, so I gave you some, and you threw them away?
I tried to
All
eat it,
three
but
of them?
well, the other two I must have lost. I don't know. They probably got stole from me. Who knows?
That's really
Maybe,
insensitive.
Yeah. Well,
Great. Well, shall we?
let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go. And I just start running ahead.
As they're walking forward, I want to like kind of hang back with Magnus for a second.
Okay.
So, hey, I talked to Shannon last night, and he talked to Ian. He told Ian he likes him, and Ian doesn't like him back.
Did he say that exactly?
I mean,
Ian
he's
likes
very
Shannon.
sad. Yeah.
I bet. That just doesn't sound right. I don't know. So are they just not friends anymore?
I think they might still be friends. It might just be a bit awkward for a while. But so I was thinking.
How do we make it not awkward?
So at the end of last term, I brewed a potion.
Not
Right.
another love potion. I can't go through that
No,
again.
I've never even brewed one of those. No, I brewed a forgetfulness potion. And I don't want to use it on Shannon. And I don't want to use it
Well, we
on...
shouldn't use it on
Ian.
Ian either.
What if we used it on James?
Wait. I mean, James is the reason that Ian and Shannon aren't really talking, because Ian's
Mhm.
dating James. And that's
What
the
if
whole
James
problem
just
here.
forgot that he was dating Ian? or forgot about a Quidditch tournament wasn't there to support.
That's actually ingenious. If we just take James out of the situation and then we tell Ian, or we tell Shannon that Ian wants him at the next Quidditch tournament and James isn't there but Ian's in the box supporting him, then Ian will understand that Shannon is actually the most supportive one and James is a twat.
Those words exactly. I wouldn't put it like that, but yes, I agree. So the question now is, how do we get a potion to James that he is willing to drink?
He's not going to take it from me because of the whole love potion thing.
I kind of got his cloak taken away.
Oh,
And his
right, you
map.
did do that.
Dot's
That
just
was
like a
very
head
funny.
speaking to Ezra and is like, do you reckon that he blends in with the other trees during nighttime in the forest so you can't tell that he's like there?
Yeah,
What should we do?
I imagine they would be like, they would just be in the background. You wouldn't be able to see them.
Misty, I'm really good friends with two of the house elves. They actually slip me treats on my bed. What if we go down to the kitchens right before dinner and we ask them to give James a special drink, like, he's having a bad week this week. Maybe could you maybe
And
slip
it appears
this
in front
to
of him with
James?
neither of us.
Yes, and then he drinks it, and we're nowhere to be seen. He's not suspicious at all. He forgets all about the Quidditch tournament, and then Ian realizes that, yeah, he might like James, but Shannon has always been there.
Magnus, if I was into you, I could kiss you right now. Shall we head down
Please don't.
there while they go to
Please
dinner?
do not do that.
Oh, I would
Absolutely.
Like, we're trying to get our brothers together, not us.
That would be like what's it called?
don't know.
Incest, but not blood-related incest, you know?
No, I don't know. But regardless,
Are you guys talking about Game of Thrones?
let's take this. Yeah. What is that?
Game of Thrones?
It's a TV
What's
show.
Game of Thrones?
It's a TV show. It was on the list
Is
that
it
I
like
posted.
musical chairs?
Yeah, it's like musical chairs.
Huh.
Yeah. What are you guys
Hmm.
talking about? Are you guys okay? Did we say something that made you uncomfy?
No, never.
Okay. Sorry,
No,
I
we
get
were
nervous
just
whenever
talking
you
about
do
some. We're talking about some stuff that happened over the summer with our brothers.
Yeah.
We've just got some stuff to deal with. You would have been privy to it if you had, shown up at the house at any point.
Magnus? She looks gonna like punch his arm.
No, it's okay. I don't really care about like other people's business. I think that's really uncomfortable to like I wouldn't care what your brother was doing because like why would I that because like it's not me and all my friends, so it doesn't matter what they're doing.
We're gonna meet y'all at dinner later. I need to talk to Magnus. I'm just gonna utilize that
Yeah.
as like our way to get Magnus away.
What? Did I say something wrong? Why did?
Yeah, go talk to
I didn't
Magnus.
say anything
and then
wrong.
talk
I shall. And I'm gonna like take him and run off. Be like, no, it was just a perfect opportunity to get away. But also, that was very mean.
So,
I just don't understand why. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we're just talking.
so as the two of you make your way in the direction of the kitchens,
Yes.
okay, and Dot and Ezra, you turn around and you see that Vlad is sort of looking in every direction as he's trying to figure out who's going where. And off in the distance, you just see V running in the direction of the entrance hall. As you make your way to your respective locations, and you make your way in the direction of the kitchens, Sissel and Magnus, as you descend down the stairs in the direction of the corridor, wherein you know Magnus from experience, sits the portrait that contains the bowl of fruit, behind which is the kitchen and the house elves that work within. As you descend the stairs, there is a chill in the air. Everything is very, very cold. And as you get further and further in, you see ice
I forgot about this.
across
Oh,
every
no.
surface,
Oh no. We
on the
went to
floor and on the walls, stretching out like hands grasping at the foundations of the school itself. And coming round the corner, you see a shape. Pale and unmoving. You see Rose Trickwick lying on the floor. Pale, white as a sheet, and staring up at the ceiling.
Oh shoot, this is what I expected. I'm gonna look at Magnus and be like, is that Rose?
That's Rose.
And then run over to her. Is she standing or sitting or what is she doing?
Rose, my god, you turned into a dog.
Rose is currently lying still on the floor and just staring up. They are not moving. They are breathing, but they are not moving.
We need to get Madame Abbott. We need to get her to Madame Abbott.
It's so cold down here. Yeah. He's gonna like shrug off his robe and put it over Rose.
As this is happening, you hear a from behind you, and stepping out of the portrait, you see Creature just stepping on out, with his chef's hat on, and he turns around and, hello, Lennox and
Hello.
Creature, something's happened out here. Did you hear anything?
Did you see anything?
Is that Rose?
It's Rose. Yes. It's. Why is it so cold down here?
he just staggers forward a little bit, and you see, for the first time, a look of quite genuine panic in his eyes as he just looks at them on the ground and just...
Creature will get up.
And he just staggers off, and he just turns around and... Batty! And Batty just looks out. Hello?
Don't.
And he staggers off, and Batty turns around, and you see his face just immediately fallen. Oh no! Oh no! And just walk over in your direction. And after some time, and Dot and Ezra and V, as you are moving into the entrance hall, and you can see people filing into the Great Hall, you see through them a fairly diminutive figure rushing through, white chef's hat bobbing up and down in the air above them, as you see Creature just moving up the stairs, sort of almost running in oversized boots.
Okay, so mince pies are gonna count for 2, and then if you manage to have any of the candy apples, it's gonna be 5 points because they're harder to chew. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do
Is that
do
Creature?
do the
I'm gonna win.
do the elves just usually run around?
No, Creature's usually like hidden and stuff. Maybe we should go say he's a friend of mine. I can introduce you to him, both of you, and then we can get even more desserts for the contest. Because I'm his friend.
Okay, and then Sissy and Magnus are already in the kitchen too, so we could go.
Wait, Sissy
head
and Magnus
trip
are in
with
the
them.
kitchen?
Oh wait, no, I don't know that.
We don't know that.
Okay, we don't know that.
We don't know that, huh?
We don't know that.
Sissy and Magnus are
JK.
missing. Anyway.
No,
Sissy and
Sissy's
Magnus are
yelling at
missing,
Magnus.
let's just go and we can find Creature afterwards.
Wait, where are we going? I thought I was going to introduce you to creature right now.
I thought you said we were going to the kitchen.
No,
To
we're
get
going to
more
follow.
snacks.
No, I'm going to introduce you to creature, and then we can go to the kitchen and get more snacks.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm messing all this
No,
up.
I-
Ezra,
okay, don't worry.
how are
I'm
you?
very-
Why is
I'm
your
in
brain being weird today?
No, it's okay. It's not her fault. It's because I'm like very in it, and I'm going really fast.
probably
My teacher said
haven't-
that it's not other people's fault if they can't keep up.
Okay, so we follow the hat. We follow the bouncing
Follow
hat.
the hat.
And
And-
okay.
yeah.
I put
But-
like 5 croissants in my bag.
I was about to say, yeah, I
before
grabbed
we
like a
leave.
mince pie off a table, and I
Like
gave
I'm
it
just
to
like
Bee.
scooting everything into my backpack.
So as you do this, you rush off in the direction of creature, and you see as you're following, and you're trying to catch up to say hi, he is moving at quite a pace, and eventually you see him duck into the hospital wing. And almost as soon as you arrive, you see him rush out again, followed by Madam Abbott, who, just seeing you all, oh, hello children, just one moment. If you're here for anything medical, I will.
No, we're here for creature. We want to say hi to creature. Is creature okay?
Yes, I'm. Creature is fine, but
And Madam Abbott just go, where did you say it was? Down by the kitchen. Yes. And she just rushes off ahead of him, and he turns around and
one of the students is I don't know.
Oh, one of them. You found one of them like fainted or something? Like they had.
Did they eat too many snacks and then get sick? I was telling B if we're doing this contest, if we eat too much, we
Yeah,
might
this
get
is
sick.
Ezra,
Hi, I'm Ezra.
Hello, Ezra.
and that's V.
Hi.
Hello, V.
Dot, why are we talking to this guy?
Because he's my friend. This is creature, my friend. He gives me free food and is my friend.
Might creature be able to continue this later?
Okay, have you seen Magnus anywhere? Or like a redhead girl who's like a little bit shorter than him?
Agnes Lennox is down by the kitchens.
Why?
I do not know. You know Rose, don't you?
The Hufflepuff? friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
The coffee student. They are the one that I found. If you want to see your friends,
and he just starts to make his way down the stairs quite quickly.
Okay, well, Ezra V, what do you guys want to do?
Well, if they're in the kitchen, we should go there because there's also actual food.
We can maybe meet up with Magnus and I guess Sissy would be there too, and then we can get some food and we can talk to Creature a bit more and we can see what made Rose sick. Maybe we won't eat that food.
What do you think Magnus and Sissy were doing in the kitchens?
Well, weren't you in the kitchen with Magnus one time?
Yeah, we were in. Well, yeah, that was like our
What
thing.
if they're doing the same thing?
But not with me?
Yeah, that is weird that you wouldn't be there. Maybe they don't think you're as much of a friend as you thought you were. It happens to me all the time.
V, no,
Yeah, that
But it's
happens
okay.
to me too, but I was hoping that wouldn't happen here.
no.
I know, but
that's-
sometimes I learn people make best friendships without you, and they don't tell you where they're going. It happens to me all the time, so I'm used to not
Well,
having
because
any real...
I would take me to the, whenever I think about the kitchens, I don't want to go without Magnus. Or if I see Creature, I think about Magnus. So how come when they went to the kitchens, they didn't think about me?
I don't know. I don't really know why they do that, except for they're hiding something from you. But why don't we go
The-
spy on them?
No, that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
let's
they're
go spy
hiding
on them.
something.
Let's go spy.
Let's spy on
Ezra,
them.
be
no.
quiet.
What cool here?
We're
in
just
the
gonna see what they're
kitchens.
doing, and if
Yeah.
they're doing something whatever, then we'll just be like, oh, hi.
Yeah, it's not
We
doing
just wanna
anything bad,
see
then it's fine.
What they're doing, because Dot and Magnus I thought were best friends ever, and now I don't know. We should just spy, and you could take notes, Ezra.
I don't like this. They could just be. It could just be like a personal thing they needed help with.
But why
I
wouldn't
don't-
they bring
I can help
Dot?
them with stuff.
Well, we can go, but I don't want to spy. But I won't tell them you're spying.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ezra. That means a lot to me. I will owe you one favor I don't want to do in the future.
Thanks.
Okay, let's
That's my
go.
favorite line from the whole season.
So, rushing on down, and Magnus and Sissel, as you crouch over Rose, and Madame Abbott just sweeps down the stairs and, like, move aside, thank you. And she just kneels down beside Rose and just looks at her eyes. You turn and you see Creature come down as well. And the three of you, are you making yourselves known as you come down, or?
No, I'm sneaking.
Trying to be sneaking,
I'm
yeah.
sneaky.
Okay.
I will walk my way forward to kind of like talk to them because I know that my friends are trying to sneak. So I'm gonna walk up and try to be like inconspicuous.
So you're ahead of us, and we're
Yes.
behind you, but we're being sneaky?
Yes, I'm like running forward.
No one look in Ezra's direction.
So,
Okay,
if Dot and V, if you can both make quick and quiet rolls for me, please.
Do we get any pluses because we're sneaking towards people that we know?
Quick and quiet is what?
So it's body. I'd say
Okay.
because Ezra's assisting you, maybe use your relationship with Ezra.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
He's like, nice.
No, that's still not great.
9.
So yeah, you can move quickly or quietly, but
Quietly, for both.
quietly. So
Quietly.
as you both move forward, unseen and unheard by your friends, Ezra, you walk forward and you see the pale face of Rose on the floor, surrounded by Magnus and Sissel, and now Madame Abbott, who just kneels down next to her, just taking in her eyes and sort of shining a light on the end of her wand just in front and testing the dilation of her of their pupils, and just Creature, please inform Professor McGonagall, and I will. And she just reaches down and scoops up Rose in her arms and just, thank you very much for finding them. Did you see anything at all?
No, she's cold. That's it.
Just icy, and she was just laying there like she is now.
Right. Thank you. And V, as you stand there round the corner, sort of looking on at all of this and just observing, you feel that chill in the air. And it is remarkably similar to the one that you experienced when you were sat in the bleachers of the Quidditch pitch. But Madame Abbott, taking Rose in her arms, just begins to walk off and up the stairs as quickly as she can. And you see Creature just looking off in both their direction, just looking concerned as he just takes off his chef's hat and just...
Sorry, you two. Were you, wanting...
Right, well, see, my friend Sissy and I, we have been feeling really guilty lately because last year we did a lot of mean things to my brother's friend James, and we were kind of hoping that we could get, you know how you give us treats and me and Dot treats because of everything. I was hoping that you'd be able to give him some extra, like pumpkin juice or even like a seasonal drink that isn't out yet. Just like make it appear on his table, just you know, as right, Sissy? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I managed to get James in some trouble last year, and I just want to apologize.
Dot and V, if you can both make a notice something check for me.
Okay. Is that mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing any pluses for relationships or anything, or just the no? Something?
Choose whichever out of Sissy and Magnus that you have a better relationship with. And
Do you add that onto your mind?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had 2 mind and 1 relationship, so I did.
Dang.
So I got 11.
So, yeah, you hear it very, very clearly. Dot. For yourself, V, like, you get the odd word here and there, like the chill in the air is still somewhat distracting, honestly. But Dot, you hear all of this, and Creature just looks at the both of you and...
I suppose I could do something to that effect. Do you want that tonight, or...?
Yeah, at dinner, so he can enjoy. with his
Yeah,
dinner.
dinner's probably right in the swing of things right now. I feel like he needs a little pick-me-up before he goes to bed tonight.
Well, I will go and prepare some extra juice for him then.
I have something pre-made that I would really like to give him. I just don't want him to know it's me, because my brother likes to think that I'm flirting, so I don't want him to know that it was from me.
It's
But
not
it is
flirting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be nice, and hopefully it can make him feel better.
I'll hand it over then.
Okay, I hand him a cute little bottle that I have.
He just sniffs it and...
You sure you
Honey
want...
in it.
Oh, okay. I don't like honey. Alright. I'll send this up to him.
And
Thank you.
with that, he hobbles on off, though not before looking in the direction of the stairs once more, and sort of looking over at Batty.
Come on, Batty.
And Batty just turns around and, oh, bye-bye, and follows Creature
Batty.
through. And the portrait closes behind the both of them.
I'm just gonna turn to Magnus and be like, what just happened?
What do you think happened to Rose?
I don't know, but it's freezing down here. Is this normal?
Hey,
No,
what are you guys
Creature.
doing?
Oh,
Gonna
happened
turn
to,
slowly.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought you
Why
guys
are you guys
were at
acting
dinner.
weird?
We're not.
I mean, we
Did
just
you-
found Rose frozen in the hole.
But you're not acting that kind of weird. You're acting like you're trying to hide something.
I mean,
Well, I'm sorry, but some friendships have things that are secret from other friendships.
I whispered to Dot. See, I told you.
You guys gonna get
I
in the
thought you guys
kitchens
were
or
at
not?
dinner.
What?
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 I thought you guys were at
I know,
dinner.
what do you-
We told you we'd meet you at dinner.
Then why'd you go here and not tell us?
well, I needed to talk
we
to
said-
Magnus. And we said
Right.
we'd meet you at dinner.
Sissy needed to talk to me privately over something concerning our families,
Okay.
and
good
then
enough
we
for
said
me.
we'd meet you at dinner.
Well, you guys gonna go into the kitchens, or are you just gonna stand right outside of it weirdly?
We only had to talk to Creature and Batty.
About your families?
What about your
no,
families?
about Rose.
Why are we talking about her?
Because they found
Because
her
we
and she
Because
was
she
like,
was
of course.
passed out right in front of the kitchen.
Yeah, that one's fair. That's okay.
Yeah, but why did you come here in the first place?
Why did you come here in the first place?
Because you did.
And why are you sneaking around back there?
Yeah.
Hiding around the corner.
Just
Are
didn't
you
want to
spying
interrupt
on
your
us?
didn't want to interrupt your best friendship. That's it.
We're just friends.
So
just
we're
like
not
all of
allowed to have
y'all.
moments alone, V? Is that it? We're not
No,
allowed to
no,
have moments
I-
alone together?
I understand. It's just I know you're not that close with me. I'm just caring about one of my friends right now. That's all.
Dot's face goes like really red.
This is gonna look at
What are you
Magnus
talking about?
and
Maybe we should just go.
Yeah, I think we should probably go.
Yeah, we should just
We should
walk
probably
out.
go.
Me and
Yeah,
Dot,
you know
like-
what? I've kind of lost my appetite, so I think I'm
Me
gonna skip
too.
dinner tonight.
Oh no. Turmoil between the friends.
Fine.
Ezra,
Well, I'm gonna
you're
go
just
because we're
stood
gonna
there.
referee a contest between Ezra and B. But
have fun.
yeah, I will. Bye, Sissy.
She doesn't say
Oh.
bye back.
Oh. Stop.
It's breaking my heart.
I hate this so much.
I
It's
remember
like
that Dot
watching
is
my
Harley,
children.
so I'm just like, oh, Harley.
Yeah, I'm like taking it personal. I'm like, no, it's a cat. I'm like, wow.
Harley's
so
gonna
Mika-
message me later.
Yeah.
Sam, did you mean that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, so I feel like you and Mika are getting really clicky, and you're like, what are you talking about?
So,
Stories told just breaks up.
so as you make your way in your respective directions, Ezra, which group, if any, are you following? As you just stand there watching
God.
these two sets of friends.
This is a
God.
dessert contest, okay?
Don't would like take Ezra by like the wrist, not forcefully, but in like a come on friends, we're going way. That probably it's wiggleable. They're not gonna like pin you down.
Did you want to finish the dessert contest?
We didn't even start the dessert contest. Actually, I had just said the rules.
I think I need some air. I'm gonna just step outside for a minute, and then if you all still want to, I'll rejoin. But I think I need a second.
I'm sorry, Ezra. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh,
think,
no,
think
you didn't do anything. I
Well,
promise. I promise.
Well, I did because I know I probably just made Magnus and Sissy annoyed at me, but that was kind of the point, I guess, or had already happened. I don't know, but I know sometimes I just do dumb, impulsive stuff. I didn't mean to like catch you up in it and stress you out because you're really nice. And
Yeah, you
I'm
didn't
sorry.
even want to do it.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Me and V should have just gone. And sorry.
Well, no. I appreciate it. I just don't want us all fighting, and I don't know. You all mean a lot to me, and I don't want people to be mad, but I know it'll be okay. I'm gonna just go outside and breathe, and I'll be right there.
Okay.
I grab like a destroyed croissant out of my bag and hand it to Ezra. Here's a snack if you get hungry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's gonna be okay, Ezra. We're all gonna be friends again because they're gonna remember that we're really good to be friends with, so they'll come back.
Yeah, I'm sure we've been through a lot together already, and I'm sure we'll be fine. It's just a little speed bump, and then we'll be friends again.
Okay.
Okay.
all right.
I will
hope
catch up
so.
with you in a bit.
Okay.
V, let's go to dinner.
Okay.
Okay. And Dot's gonna go to dinner with a mission in mind.
So what do you think they were talking about?
Well, I know what they were talking about, actually.
Why couldn't you go with?
Because because they don't want me to go with them, so why would I want to be around people that aren't prioritizing me? But I know what they were doing, and it's weird, but I mean, it's kind of nice of them. I think Sissy is giving James a present because he helped her out with her invisibility cloak stuff, which is actually, yeah, so I felt really bad for actually yelling at Sissy because she was just trying to be nice.
Is it bad that we spied? Is that bad?
Yeah, I think it was bad. I think if it was just Magnus, I wouldn't have cared, but it was obviously Sissy trying to do a nice thing. But then I don't know why they were saying it was about their family,
I
because
just
it's not.
Yeah, that's what makes me think that there's a lie, but maybe let's not tell them we think it's a lie and just see what they're doing. We could watch them at whatever they're giving to whoever.
Was to James.
Yeah, we could just see and not in a spying way. We won't be bad spying.
Just like looking.
Just looking. Do you
Okay.
think Ezra's gonna be mad at me? I feel so bad that he's mad that I spied.
I think it's okay as long as we don't make him pick sides or anything, because whenever you make people pick sides, they're not going to pick you. Not you, but like I think just in my experience with people having to pick sides, because like I was friends with somebody once, and then we had this big friend group, and the rest of the friend group didn't like me anymore, and then this one friend I was like the closest with, and I thought they would go with me instead of the other friend group, but because everybody else was cooler, they went with them instead of me. So
Well, I don't know how they would be cooler than you, but
I'm a witch.
witches are cool. Frogs are cool. Mirrors are cool.
Yeah, like I'm
Not
a witch and I
really.
have a little kitten with tiny legs, and then you're a witch and you have a frog and also a snake pet, and then they have like what do they even have? Like none of the magics. They just have like they can just do the woe like really well, and I can't.
Well, that's the thing. You always have something interesting and good to say. You always can feel the air. I don't like when it's quiet for long, and with you it never is, and I think that's I wish I could do it like you, because when I say things people are like stop, but you're always saying something good or cool or funny.
I think you're
We'll
funny,
find out
too.
why they said that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. You're smart. Let's go. And I'm gonna link arms with V.
So, Ezra, are you going anywhere in particular? Or
just right out of the front entrance, just to get some breeze, a little bit of air. I know it's probably not the safest thing, but Ezra's kind of in the middle of an anxiety spell, and it will help.
So as you step outside, just outside of the doors, and look out onto the courtyard of Hogwarts, and you just allow the air to fill your lungs as you just breathe in and out, you hear a slightly muffled voice from within the entrance hall. "Why the long face, Sir Trill?" And you can just hear Cadogan just shouting from inside.
Sir Knight, is that... Sir Knight, I've missed you. Hi, hello.
I assumed it was you from your magnificent mane. How are you?
Well, okay, I'm not the best right now, but everything is good, and I feel better that you're here, because you remind me that I can be strong just by hearing your voice. It is very powerful.
I do have that effect on people, it has to be said. But tell me, what is this trouble in your kingdom?
Okay, kingdom terms. Two of our kingdoms, alliances, two of our alliances within our kingdom are squabbling. They seem to be at arms with each other, and I'm caught in the middle, and I want to help them, but I don't want to make things worse.
Have you considered a politically incentivized marriage between the two?
We're 12. I don't think we can marriage at 12, but I will write that down for down the line, just in case.
Ask Professor Binns about what happened during the medieval period. Trust me, 12 was normal for many.
Okay, I will look at history books, but I won't look too hard because that sounds weird. But so besides political, how in marriage, because we're 12, how would I get them to see eye to eye again?
It seems to me, and bear in mind, I am just a painting, Ezra, but it seems to me the best way to forge alliances is to find a common ground. Where you find that common ground, only you can know. For
Okay.
Inside your chest beats the heart of a knight, but in your head sits the mind of a scholar.
Okay. Oh, yes, I get it. Oh, that, and then we don't have to marriage at politics, and then we can be 12 and not worry about it. But then we could see eye to eye and find common ground, and then we could be friends again.
Precisely. You have summed it up far better than many wordsmiths of my time.
Thank you, Sir Knight. Have you slayed any more dragons or giraffes? I know you were fond of them.
I have been told off by one of the zookeepers in the portrait upstairs for assaulting a number of his giraffes, and so I have stopped, regrettably. But dragons, I have been chasing one for some time now, and I am close. I can taste it.
If you need help, Sir Ezra would love to help Sir Knight, and then we could slay a dragon together, and then I could use that confidence and bravery that I found there to reunite the alliances in my kingdom, and then I can be a brave knight just like you.
Sir Trill, it would be my honor, distinctly.
Okay, thank you.
Now, you go back to breathing, or whatever it was you were doing just then. I will see you soon.
Okay, I'll see you soon, Sir Knight.
And with that, he walks off in one direction before suddenly realizing he's gone off the wrong side, and quickly double backs and heads off in the other direction. Now, as the evening continues, Dot, you said you had a mission, but is there anything anyone wants to do before we have a bit of a time jump?
Other than Dot's mission.
Okay.
Spying on James. Seeing what happens.
Okay. And Magnus and Sissel, anything that you are wanting to do or talk about?
Magnus is just gonna go sulk in his.
Yeah,
dorm
pretty
room.
sure you guys already talked
Yeah.
a bunch, so you don't need to talk anymore, actually.
Sissel's just gonna go up to the Ravenclaw dorm.
Yep. Okay. So, as you watch, Dot, can you make a notice something check, please?
8.
8. So,
Can V be helping me?
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, that wouldn't actually add much. That would just give me another 1. So 8 or 9, they do the same thing.
Okay. So, so you can choose. What's it look like? Is it dangerous? Someone sneak in, or how do we get out?
I guess what's it look like? I'm trying
Okay.
to see if anything out of the ordinary happens around James, or I'm specifically looking for something being sent or given to James.
Okay. So as he sat over on the Gryffindor table, and you can see that he is sat next to Ian, and you can also see Mary on the other side as well. And they're all just sort of eating and drinking. And then, as you're watching, all of a sudden, next to James, you just see a bloop as this container just appears next to him. A small tankard, it looks like, and it just sort of has a little note attached to it. And it just says, "A little pick-me-up." And James
Great
just
eyes.
just looks at it and just sort of in the middle of talking, like he almost goes to offer it to Ian, who just shakes his head, and James just,
Stevie, they sent him a drink to his table. Pete,
and
Pete, stop. Pete, I said you can only have 5 mince pies because they start regenerating after that.
Okay, what? Okay, we're spying.
Sorry,
What?
look, they gave him like a drink or something, and then he drank it.
Didn't they do that? Are they gonna make him love something again? Or didn't they do that to
That
somebody?
was somebody else, and I did that too. So
Is that what they're doing?
I hope not. Last time it didn't really go very well.
Why would they give him a drink?
Well, I think Sissy's trying to say thank you for when James lent her like a bunch of stuff, and he was really helpful last year. So they're probably trying to just
But
be
why
nice.
would they go to the kitchen? And why would it be? Why couldn't she just hand it to him? What? Why would you say thank you without your name on the present? I
Well,
always
maybe-
want credit for things.
Maybe she's anxious.
I don't know, Dot. You gotta use the worms that are inside our brains. We each come with around 6, and I feel like you're using 2. When you should use 6. Use the other ones and think about this.
Well, it's just hard to think that Sissy's doing anything that's like.
What I tell
Okay.
myself is pretend everybody is secretly Voldemort. And that way, you can actually think about their character and how they act as a person. So, just something you can put in together in your mind.
I don't think Sissy could ever be Voldemort. Magnus probably could if he
But
tried really
Sissy's
hard.
so nice that what if she is? That would be so cool.
That would be so evil.
I would love to be friends with Voldemort. Because if Voldemort was Sissy, that means Voldemort's probably okay.
Except, well, maybe we should. No. But yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just see what happens to we'll just see what happens to him. This isn't over yet, Dot. Use those worms.
Okay.
the rest of dinner continues without incident. He has the drink, and he sits amongst his friends, and eventually they all stand, and they all leave the Great Hall. And is anyone doing anything before they head to bed at all?
Dot is doing little manifesting when she goes to bed, just being like, I am a seeker of the Slytherin team, and I have a really cool broom, and I have the best, cleanest robes that don't get any cat hair on them.
This will make sure she's asleep before V gets to the room.
Oh!
That's messed up. V makes a
my God,
drawing
my
for
heart sank.
Ezra. That's so terrifying. He makes a drawing for Ezra that says, "I hate spies," and a picture of her killing spies so that he knows that she's not a spy anymore, so that he can forgive her.
And Magnus, are you manifesting something very different, or are you
Keep looking at this.
I said you could be Voldemort if you tried really hard. I said.
Everyone's Voldemort.
I'm not doing anything today.
I'm sulking in my room?
Bring the boy.
You sound like Gillian Anderson.
It's like I can almost touch you.
And Ezra, as you go to your dorm room, you see, just tucked underneath the door, a small drawing that you immediately recognize as being V's. And you see it, and sort of looking up and around the dorm, you find yourself looking out of the window of Ravenclaw Tower, looking out at the dark horizon and the Black Lake and the Forbidden Forest in the distance. But you see something else as well. Something that seems quite out of place on the horizon. Just outside the astronomy tower, you see a soft blue light. And as you look closer, you see that it is in the shape of a woman. And not just any woman. The Grey Lady just floats outside the astronomy tower on the other side of the castle, staring out into the horizon. And there she stays until you have fallen asleep. The next week is understandably overshadowed somewhat by the last interaction that you had, and we will get into what you have all been doing during that week in a moment. But as the year commences and you all wait in anticipation of your results of the Quidditch Tryouts, a number of rumours spread around the school, specifically one that James's younger brother Albus and another Slytherin boy by the name of Scorpius went missing on the Hogwarts Express journey to school. Though James seems remarkably unfazed by this, seemingly saying offhand, "We're Potters, it's what we do, he'll be back at some point." Although he does appear slightly more annoyed at the fact that his younger brother has appeared to have stolen his invisibility cloak, especially after begging his father to let him keep it, especially after the events of last year. And as the weeks go on, the Grey Lady continues to be absent from the Ravenclaw common room. Although, Ezra, you do notice from your dorm window that every single night, like clockwork, she appears outside the astronomy tower, just hovering maybe 15, 20 feet outside and just gazing into the horizon. But in terms of the other students, whispers obviously abound as to where she might have gone and why as well, with a number noting the fact that she was being questioned quite a bit over the summer by various auras from the ministry. But something else that you notice, and you specifically, V and Sissel, is that quite a few students around school you see with copies of a small gossip magazine by the name of Rita Moore, with loud, gaudy font and a moving photo of Rita Skeeter on its cover, peering over her bejeweled spectacles and winking. And while not many students, you receive looks from enough. A few students in your respective common rooms who just give you occasional discerning looks looking up from these magazines that they read. And you can see that on the front of this cover, in amongst a number of other stories, there is The Fifth House, Founded on Lies, page 5. And you get the impression that whatever she has written, it is circulating somewhat. Now, is there anything that anyone wants to do over the next week? I will say, while you think on that, if everyone can roll for classes. So if everyone rolls mind for me, please.
And don't forget to say what you got, friendos.
There's
I
no
got
question.
13.
What is soul used for?
So soul is usually used for inspiring people or I think resisting influence. Basically anything to
Okay.
do with like fortitude and like moral strength and stuff.
Does my
Oh my god.
trait that I picked during level up for +1 to classes school roles end of session count towards this, or is it
Yes.
only for end of session classes?
No,
This
I'll-
counts?
Yeah, this
Oh, it
counts,
counts
yeah,
towards
yeah.
this? Heck
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, don't forget, friends, if you're getting 6s or 5s or lower, mark it as an experience point on your
I
character
just
sheet.
did because I forgot.
Yeah, I
before
keep
this.
forgetting as well. I just realized. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay.
Oh my god, I am
Ooh.
carrying this team on my back. Are you kidding me?
So, Dot,
God.
with a need to focus on
Can I
something.
reroll?
What was that, Magnus?
Can I reroll?
You're
No one's
gonna do it now?
I
Okay,
have a
okay.
Slytherin trait. I can reroll once a day.
Alright.
If you would like to use that trait, you may.
Hey.
Better. Okay, I'll take it.
So
It was a 6. I got a 10.
everyone who rolled above a 10 gets 10 house points. Everyone who got 7 to a 9 gets 5. And anyone with a 6 or lower, -5 house points.
Oh.
Ravenclaw came out negative in that one then.
Damn, we fell off.
Damn. Your flop era is low-key serving.
Wait, we came out. We should come out positive. No, we came out negative, sad.
Yeah. Sorry.
So over the next week, there are clubs and extracurricular activities. So I'll just quickly grab so I can remind myself what they do. But if we go in order of what I have written down here. So Dot, what would you like to do? You can do clubs, a job, you can create potions, social activities, practice spellcasting, or studying.
Where would practicing Quidditchy things fall in that, if anywhere? Is
Actually,
there an option for that at all?
I think there might be. There's not. So I'll say clubs, maybe.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Well, I guess I wouldn't be in the Quidditch. Would I be in the Quidditch club? I don't know. Or the
Um,
flying club?
You can. I'd say like it falls under that, even if you're practicing alone. I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dot would spend her time practicing because she's getting ready for her secret debut.
Okay. So if you can roll 2d6 plus mind, please.
9.
9.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, you practice full of enthusiasm and ready to take to the skies for your first Quidditch game. As you start to hear that a number of the other houses and their captains have started to inform those who tried out of their results. But the other perk of this is that you get to learn a secret from one of the people on your relationship list.
Ooh. I would like to know a secret from V, and I guess canonically in my brain, it's just because we've grown a little bit closer. Maybe it's something that V just blurted out to me at some point over breakfast or something.
Okay. So,
Mm.
Bella, any secrets that you're willing to share?
Oh my god, what direction do I want to go with
I have a
this?
crush on Hagrid. Whoa, V, what a surprise!
That will never turn into
No
anything.
way.
Okay, ooh, A secret.
You can
Oh,
think on it
God.
if you need to while other people do that.
Okay,
stuff.
yeah,
Yep.
I'll think on it while other people are going.
Okay.
Okay. So, Ezra, what are you doing? Clubs, jobs, creating potions, social activities, spellcasting, or studying?
Ezra would be doing some spellcasting practice. And can I pick a specific area?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ezra would be locking themselves away, practicing defense against the dark arts spells.
Okay. So if you can roll 2d6 plus your magic for me, please.
Would I also get a +1 for having a +1 interest in defense against dark arts?
You would, absolutely.
Okay. 12. Let's go.
You are immensely focused, and especially the recent development with Rose has you somewhat shaken and even more determined not to let such a thing happen, not only to yourself, but to your friends as well, however scattered they may be currently. And the next week, you improve markedly, and it is something that is noted by Professor Bleakholm in her classes as well. And you now oh wow, you get to temporarily add an additional spell for the next session, so
nice.
You can feel free to choose whichever one you would like. Magnus, what would you like to do?
I would like to study.
Okay. So if you can make a mind roll for me, is there anything in particular that you're wanting to study?
I'm just reading more about transfiguration. I'm like getting any book that has anything about it, because I failed my last transfiguration exam and I'm kind of taking it a little hard.
Okay. So if you can make a mind roll for me, please.
Alrighty.
So,
Got a 6.
so
Is it a new day? Can I re-roll?
this would I mean it's over a week, so yeah, I'll allow you to re-roll. Yeah.
Man, I'm regretting my shake off being
7.
upset condition.
I'm okay with 7.
So you get +1 forward to your next
OP.
one of these rolls.
Cool. Next mind roll.
Next classes, school, clubs, downtime roll.
Oh heck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then so studying goes well, about as well as it can do under the fairly austere eyes of Miss Pintz, who is the librarian, and she's quite intimidating as a figure within the library. But Sissel, what would you like to do?
I also want to do spellcasting.
Okay, with a focus on anything in particular?
Defense against the dark arts as well.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes though. 9.
Okay.
There you go.
So, so that means, let me just see. So on a 7 to 9, you can swap one spell from your spell bank with one that you currently don't have, if you wish.
Thank God. Yes.
So you, similarly to Ezra, just find yourself practicing and practicing and practicing. And again, it is noted by Professor Bleakholm as your spellcasting becomes more dexterous, and you actually find yourself with certain spells that you are more comfortable with, not even having to verbalize the spells. You are able to do it just through wand movement alone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you are certainly getting there. And V, first off, have you decided upon a secret that you would like to share with Dot?
Could I do a secret that's like, it's like oh, I saw another character doing this thing, and then it's like true now?
Yeah.
Or is it because I'm affecting them that I can't do it?
I mean, is it a player character or?
A player character.
Okay.
Or no, actually, can I make it an NPC then?
Yeah, sure. Then you can make it
Okay.
whatever you want, and I'll just accept it.
Okay. I have seen Vlad shoplift or steal things before. Because he's just the least person you would expect, but he's a klepto. I would have just told Dot, I've seen Vlad pocket a couple things a couple times.
No,
I think that's cool.
And like,
Yes.
get away with it as well.
Yes, like he just quietly, just occasionally like, oh,
That's so clever. That's so smart.
The Vlad slander. Oh my god.
Who said it's slander? They're
no,
resourceful.
that's cool.
I love stealing. I've got the deceitful trait. I love
But
stealing.
yeah, because V is super observant. She just stares at everyone and what they're doing, and so she just notices, but has never said it until she just blurts it out loud to Dot because they're besties now.
Love it.
And what would you like to do in terms of extracurricular activities and such?
So it's clubs, job, potion, or Quidditch, right?
Or social activities, spell casting, or studying as well.
Could I do studying?
Yeah, of course. Anything in
Okay.
particular you wanted to study?
What's the animal, like the beast stuff?
We
Is
wouldn't
that a
have
class?
that. We wouldn't have
We
that
wouldn't
yet.
have that,
We get that in
okay.
third year.
I don't know, something we're doing.
Well,
Make me smarter.
Okay, if you just make a general mind roll and
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my god. I always do slash 2d6 without the R. Nine.
Okay, so you get a +1 to the next time we do this again on any roll that you make.
Cool.
And yeah, studying goes well. You find yourself sort of approaching a fairly broad scope of topics in the hope that you can just improve yourself across the board, especially with the words of your father just lowering over you. And Christmas will be in several months' time, but it feels like it is approaching fairly rapidly. And as you're sat there, V, at one point you find yourself opposite in the library a fairly sort of young girl, around your age, rather tall for her age, and she has long blonde hair tied back into a ponytail and has a pretty somewhat angular face. And you see that around her neck, though she wears no tie, she wears a silver necklace with a broom on it. And as you're there, sort of looking up occasionally and observing all of the people around you, you see that this individual on the other side of the table is sort of looking at you somewhat quizzically occasionally, and noticing you catch eyes, just immediately goes back down to writing in their books again.
Can I go say something? Or?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Okay, I think I would walk over and be like, hi, did you need something? Or did you hear anything about me? Why are you looking at me? I do sell my drawings.
No, I like your hair. You're Violet? Yes?
How
The one-
did you know that information? Are you a mind reader?
No.
Oh.
No. Some of my friends were reading your interview in, I think it's Readable, I think.
Wait, there's an article about me? I'm famous?
Oh, you've not read it yet?
No, that's so cool.
Oh, I don't know if you'll think so when you read it.
Bad press is good press is all press is what they say.
If you say so.
That's so cool. So did you want an autograph or something? I can make you a drawing and sign it, and
Yeah, that would be nice. Yes, all right.
Since you told me, I'll give it to you free. But tell everybody around here that it's gonna be 5 galleons per autograph. But for you, you get it for free.
Oh, well, I'm very flattered. Thank you. Tell me, are you friends with that poltergeist?
What do you mean?
I heard a couple of rumors around school that he treats you quite well.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, all right. I mean, I don't mind him. I've never really liked wearing ties anyway, so it was quite a relief
Oh.
when he stole it.
Oh, you don't like ties either?
No, not really.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a secret because we can be friends now. We are best friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but don't tell anybody.
I won't. My lips are sealed. I'm Geraldine, by the way.
Geraldine.
Yes.
That's a very long name. You should consider cutting off the letters. I'll call you G.
All right. G and V, I
Sounds
suppose.
good. It was nice meeting you. Thanks for telling me that I'm famous. And then, I run off, looking for this
So-
article.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, in your respective common rooms over the next week, in the Ravenclaw common room, Sissel, as you're sat there, relaxing in the large round room surrounded by books, you just feel a tap on your shoulder and you turn to see Shannon behind you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, do you mind if I interrupt you?
No, I'm just reading.
Okay.
I'm tired of it already.
You okay? I haven't seen you hanging around with the others quite as much.
Yeah, sometimes you need a break before you get annoyed with people, right? You know how you shut yourself away from me sometimes?
I mean, less so now. I think I did it more when I was younger, but
Well, exactly, and I'm
Yeah,
younger.
things... Trouble in paradise, or?
I like that you assume I've ever been in paradise. That's very nice of you. No, just some awkwardness right now.
Okay. Well, if you want to talk about it, just, let me know.
I appreciate it. Hey, have you heard anything about the Quidditch results yet?
Well, actually, so, Konami was going to tell you, but I asked if I
God, is it
could...
bad?
It's not bad.
Shannon?
You're on the team, Sissel.
I'm on the team?
You're on the team. I'll explain. So basically, you're reserve, which means you'll be practicing with the team every week. And for matches, so you won't be among the first to go out. But if any of the beaters get taken out of action or any of them can't, they have to miss a game. You'll be there. You'll be there, and you'll be flying alongside me.
Is it bad that I hope somebody gets knocked out so I can play?
I can maybe pull some strings, and it's we'll see. It's why it helps having an older brother on the team. But well
that's so
done.
exciting.
Seriously, well done. You deserve it. You were incredible.
Are you excited to spend more time with me?
Yes,
Be
I
honest.
am. I'm less excited about the fact that you're going to be controlling the course of bludgers around the pitch, but other than
Why?
I mean,
Obviously, if I've made the team, I'm good enough.
I don't know. I'll practice
protect
over
y'all.
summer. I
Okay,
beg to
well, that
differ.
was this summer,
Oh,
but I did
And-
better.
yeah, but no, well done. I think Sarah down in Slytherin is probably going to be telling your friends at some point
Do you know
over
their
next week.
results?
I don't. No, we're not really privy to the other houses, but God, so proud of them anyway, right?
Yeah, I hope Magnus makes it.
I mean, Dot's been excited about it since day one. You not?
Oh, I hope Dot makes it too.
Okay. stepping away before you get annoyed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't pry.
Okay. No, it's fine. I just, at some point, I've got to talk to her because we share a bunch of friends, her and V.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Well, I'll leave you to it, but well done. Seriously, I mean it.
Thank you.
I can't wait to finally play alongside you.
Now to tell Mom and Dad, they're not gonna be happy.
I'm leaving that with you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'll see you
Appreciate it.
soon. And he stands up and heads off. And down in the Slytherin dungeons, Magnus and Dot. I imagine you've probably not been spending the last week with one another or within one another's vicinity.
Suppose not. No.
Probably not. No.
So every so often, like Vlad, like spends quite a bit of time with Magnus, but you do notice, Dot, that he does make a real concerted effort to like come over and sort of like wave at you every time, and he clearly feels very unsure, like his safety net in Slytherin seems to have broken in two, and he's just there going, oh, okay,
Bimby's nose is extra wet today. If you want to touch it, she doesn't even mind.
oh, okay,
Mm.
he just reaches out, and Bimby just, okay. And off in the distance, sort of on the other side of the common room, you see Magnus being approached by an individual. As Magnus, Sarah pushes her chair towards you, and Magnus, I was wondering if we could have a quiet word?
Yeah, I'm just reading about some stuff, but
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I have good news, and I have some bad news as well.
All right.
So, the bad news is Gryffindor are going to be very annoyed that we've poached another Lennox. Because the good news is, it looks like you're going to be batting away and defending our hoops against your brother. So, well done. You're in the team, Magnus.
Get ready for a 5-year win streak because they do not know what's coming for them.
I honestly, after your appearance at the tryouts, I don't doubt that for a second. I'm so proud to have you on board. Really, I am, Magnus.
You know
But,
the best part about that is
Mm,
Ian's the one that helped train me over the summer, so
wow,
it's really his fault that he's going to lose this year.
it's gonna come back to bite him, and I'm very, very excited. Is Dot around anywhere? I know you two are usually together.
Yeah, I've just been stuck studying all week, so I think she's probably hanging out with Vlad, or her cat.
Okay. I'll go
Yeah.
check. I'll just go check around and let them know. But yeah, well done. Seriously. So we practice every Friday, weekly. So just be there after classes, and yeah, we'll show you the ropes, teach you some of our strategies and formations, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
Maybe I'll teach you some as well.
Okay, hang on. You'll be gunning for my position as captain next. Anyway, I'll see you soon. And she's looking for a while until she finds you, Dot, and then seeing you, just, Dot, hi. How are you? You okay? How's Bimby?
Yeah, Bimby's really good. She has a really wet nose lately, but I asked Hagrid about it, and Hagrid said that she just is sweaty. I don't know, nothing's wrong with her. So
Oh,
she's
good.
a really wet nose. Do you want to feel it? It's so squishy. It's like the top of a fillet fish.
Oh,
Like
wow.
that.
Yeah. So first off,
Oh, wait,
First of
sorry,
all,
hang on. Let me put Bindy down.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay.
I really want to thank you for coming to try out.
That's okay.
Honestly, you were great, and it was really, really close. But unfortunately, on this occasion, you've not been successful. But please, don't let that discourage you, because you're so great on a broom. And while I'm not going to be around next year, I'll have left. But please don't let this discourage you from trying out again, because honestly, it would be such a waste of your skills, Dot. So, but if you have any questions about sort of how we came to our decision, or any feedback or anything like that, obviously I'm so happy to, offer anything I can.
Okay, so I have to try it again next year if I want to.
Yeah, it's just this year, which gives you more than enough time to practice a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I do right?
I mean, you didn't do anything wrong, Dot. You were great. It's just for Seeker, we were just looking for someone who's just a bit quicker, is all. And you were quick. Obviously, you were great. And like I say, you know how to use a broom. It just came down to group dynamics within the team as well, and sorry, this is the bit I always hate. I'd take on everyone if I could.
It's nice of you to tell me.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sorry. I would like to be annoyed though, please. So,
Oh, okay.
Thank you though. Thank you.
No, it's okay. Okay. And she just pushes herself away and leaves you on your own.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard all of that, but so I know I made you a little scarf thing to wear, but we can wear that for the Slytherin team anyway. But I won't be on the field, but we'll still be there. And you can have your cute little cape thing, and then I can have my sweater, and then maybe we'll get extra house points for Slytherin because and they'll have the sparklers, right, Bimby?
She just walks up to you and just starts to rub her cheek against you and just...
Thanks, Bimby. Thanks.
So you sit with Bimby as the rest of you consider your upcoming practices with your respective Quidditch teams. And I've been informed the Chaos Bar is full.
Yes, I would before you kill everybody, though. I would want to speak to Magnus at some point that night, if possible.
Sure thing. So I will say, first of all, I'll initiate the Chaos Bar first, and then.
Okay.
So Ezra, as you are sitting alone. Yeah. Okay. As you're sitting alone in the common room, Professor Flitwick walks up to you, and he's sort of looking a little bit furtive and a little bit nervous, in all honesty. But he walks up to you and, Miss Trill, I was wondering if perhaps you might join me. Professor McGonagall would like to see you in her office.
Okay. Did I do anything wrong? Did I?
No. Sorry, I've approached this all wrong. No, of course not. Just we have a visitor who is interested in speaking with you.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Oh, good. If you just follow me in that case. And leading you away from the common room, you are led down the tower until eventually you find yourself at the foot of a very ugly gargoyle that you know guards the entrance to the headmaster's tower. And Professor Flitwick in front of it just chocolate frogs. And the statue stands to one side and he turns towards you, Ezra, and listen, I am, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to either myself or Headmistress McGonagall. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
Good. Right, after you, please.
Okay.
So as you head on up the stairs, you find yourself once more at its top in the familiar office of Headmistress McGonagall. And all around there are portraits, all of them moving. And you can see that behind the desk, Professor McGonagall sits, looking quite stern, it has to be said. And behind her, you see the Sorting Hat, still and silent. Although looking closer, you see it's almost as though it is asleep as it breathes, almost imperceptibly. And next to this, you see folded up piece of parchment paper that you recognize almost immediately as being the Marauder's map. And there is another item off to one side that you did not see the last time you were here. It is what looks to be a large stone medieval pedestal, into which is laying a fairly deep silver bowl. But Professor McGonagall is not the only one in the office, because sat in front of her, you see a very tall individual wearing a very expensive-looking pinstripe suit, and he has classic Hollywood good looks with flawless pale skin and a perfect square jaw and wavy brown hair cut into neat short back and sides. And as you enter, he turns to face you, and his face beams open into a wide open smile as his perfect teeth gleam out. Ezra! It is a pleasure to meet you, kid. Glad we finally got a chance to chat. I hope you don't mind me dropping in uninvited. And Professor McGonagall just looks quite disapprovingly in his direction, and he turns, please, where are my manners? I am Matthew Pearson, but you can call me Matt. All my friends do.
Hi, Mr. Matt. I'm Ezra. Ezra
Just
Trill.
Matt is absolutely fine. Ezra.
Just Matt. Okay. Just Matt. Okay.
And how do you like to be addressed, kiddo?
Ezra is fine.
Ezra?
Yes. I don't like Ezra Trill because my mom will use that name when I'm in trouble. If you full name, it gets me nervous.
Well, I assure you, young man, you are not in trouble by any means. So I don't know if your mom's spoken about me or not.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, not a problem. So I am the president of Makuza. Do you know what that is, son?
If it's a magic thing, I don't know a lot about the magic world. I'm still learning. I'm 12.
No, that's fine. Not a problem. I was the same when I was your age. So, Makuza is the Magical Congress of the US. Basically, we keep you safe when you're back at home, essentially.
Oh, okay. Like the minister, Mrs. Minister out here, and
very similar to Minister Granger. That's correct. We just have a lot more territory to look after and a lot more people that we are responsible for.
Okay.
Which brings me onto why I am here. Perhaps we could go for a walk and talk, West Wing style. I don't know if you're too young to. Entirely lost on you, I'm sure. And Professor McGonagall just.
like in the west part of the castle. I don't know what's over there. I have trouble with my east and west. But I'll follow you.
Well, I would rather actually this was a conversation not had outside of other adults, Mr. Pearson. Well, I think that's for young Ezra to decide.
Well, if it's important and I don't want to cause any trouble, maybe I do hear this and then if it's too much, I'll just cover my ears and it'll be fine.
All right. Okay, whatever you say. Why don't you take a seat? And he just rather presumptuously just pulls out a seat from next to Professor McGonagall's desk, and you just see her just bristle a little bit at this as he, all right, so, Ezra, I'm going to be as honest and transparent with you as I possibly can. Okay?
Okay.
So, your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a tricky situation. Right. And I can only imagine what you and your mom must be going through, how tricky it must have been for you, and it's been hard for us too. But I am hoping that you, kiddo, might be able to make our job just a little bit easier.
How so?
Well, see, we're as disturbed by his actions as the Ministry are. And, but despite his connection with this school and the fine folk who run it, like yourself, headmistress, this is not a British matter. Okay, he is a U.S. citizen, and he should be tried as such. Now, me and my people over at MACUSA, we are fighting to bring him home. We're fighting to bring him closer to you and your mom. And look, we're coming up against a lot of pushback. And I've got to say, I'm a family guy. I know if I were separated from my wife and my kid, I would do everything in my power to be close to them. And I'm sure the same is true of your dad as well.
But I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr.
Just Matt. My friends call me Matt.
Matt. But I was told that the way my dad was acting wasn't his fault, and there was something about some magic thing that it was controlling him, like it was a video game, and he didn't know his actions, and if he wasn't acting on his own, then he didn't do anything wrong. It's whoever had the controller and is playing the video game, they did it.
Now that is interesting, because the Ministry hasn't shared that with us. But that is very useful, Ezra. Thank you very much.
I know I'm 12, but I'm not going to let you take my dad away when he didn't do anything wrong. And
Ezra,
I will do everything I can to keep him and my mom and my friends safe. And
that is not the intention. All right, I am here as a friend. Friend of you, friend of your mom.
A friend wouldn't try to take my dad away when I just got him back. So I don't know if I can trust you.
No. Let me make myself very clear, Ezra. I'm not taking him away from you. I'm trying to bring him home. I'm trying to bring him home to the U.S. so we can find out exactly what happened to him. We can prove his innocence. I believe you. I truly do. But we can help him. But we can do that together.
Okay, I heard this in a TV show, so I don't know if it counts in Magic World, but are you a cop? Because in this TV show, they said you have to tell me if you're a cop, because if you don't, then it's against the law, and I need to know because I don't want to get my dad in trouble.
See, this is so refreshing. I spend so much of my time around bureaucrats who have never watched TV or films. This is very refreshing to have actual references quoted back to me. In your parlance, yes, I am a cop, and I am the cop, right?
Okay.
So what I'm looking for, Ezra, is why I was hoping to be able to speak to you alone. Any information you might have, and what you just told me about the Imperious Curse, that is useful. Because we're trying to conduct our own investigation, and we're being shut out. We're being shut out by people who, let's be honest, might not have your best interests at heart. So anything you know about what your dad was up to, what set him on this path?
Nothing set him on this path. He was being controlled, and the way you're talking about him makes me believe that you don't believe me, and that makes me feel like I shouldn't trust you. And my mom always told me to be careful around cops because things can happen. And I learned this in a TV show too. Is there wizard lawyers? Do I need somebody?
As long as I am here, you don't need anyone, Miss Trill.
Thank you,
Mr. Pearson, this is a 12-year-old child, and you're treating this like an interrogation. I already told you I am uncomfortable conducting this without a member of the ministry present. Yeah, well, from what I hear, Mr. Potter already has his hands very full chasing over his own lost boy. But, look, I know when I'm not wanted, but, look, Ezra, I just came here to offer an olive branch to potentially help one another. And, look, if you need anything, I also came to give you this. And he reaches into his waistcoat pocket and brings out a very small, what looks to be a pocket mirror, gilded in gold around the outside, and he just places it on the desk between you both. Now this is a two-way mirror. If you need anything, if you want to talk, if you want to chat, or even if you just want a little reassurance or some updates about how our own investigation is going, I am willing to be entirely transparent with you. Tell you everything. But
okay.
If you want to, just simply say my name, and we'll be able to chat. Okay?
Okay. I will hang on to this, but I don't want to take it with me. I'm gonna leave it here, with the headmaster. And if I need anything, then I will talk to her, and then she'll help me, and then I will talk to you, only if I need something and if headmaster's around.
Perfect.
My mom taught me well.
You're absolutely right, she did. Well, thank you, Ezra. Thank you, headmistress. And thank you, what was it again? Flitwick. Yes, lovely to meet you as well. Well, thank you very much for your time. Just remember, Ezra, we're the good guys, son. Anyway.
Okay.
Have a good day. Stay in school. See you all very soon. And with that, he heads on off down the stairs, and Professor McGonagall just quite quickly pulls the mirror towards her and just turns it face down on the desk.
I apologize. Was quite insistent.
Headmaster, you have nothing to apologize for. And you helped me. And thank you for being here, because he gave me the creeps, and my mom told me not to trust people like him, cops specifically. And I just thank you.
Well, now it is my time to say, if you require anything, even if it is throwing this accursed mirror off the top of the astronomy tower, you have my ear at any time.
Thank you, Headmaster.
Not a problem. Now, go back to your friends. No doubt you have some mischief to be getting into.
We're totally behaved, and we don't do things that are trouble.
I don't believe you for a second, but get out of my office now.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Now, is there anything anyone is wanting to do over the next week or so at all?
Dot wants to talk to Magnus.
Okay.
And then I want to talk to V.
Okay.
Oh.
So, shall we do Dot and Magnus first?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm imagining it as the evening after the Quidditch results were handed in or whatever, before Magnus goes up to their room. Dot would probably catch their attention. Hi, Magnus.
Hi. Hi, Dot.
Hi. How's Alpine?
Oh, she's good, grumpy as ever. Especially, now that I'm gonna be spending more days away from her. Oh, did you want to walk down to the pitch on Fridays with me?
I didn't get in. They said they needed someone faster. I went really fast and you bought me a really nice broom and I practiced for ages and I don't know how I was supposed to go any faster. And they said that I wouldn't fit in with the other people on the team. They said that they had to consider group dynamics, and I wish she hadn't said that. I wish she just said that I wasn't fast enough. I'm sorry, that was a lot. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I meant to ask you if you got in, and then I'm sorry. That was a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They said all that to you.
Yeah, she said that I didn't get Seeker because I didn't go fast enough. And then I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't go fast enough, like that really sucks, but like I can like improve and I can practice and I can get better at that and I can get a better broom. But then she also said that it had to do with group dynamics, and that's just me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
That's absolutely a load of bollocks. I'm mad right now. If there's anyone between any of us that deserve to be on that team, it's you, Dot.
Thanks.
I didn't even want to play Quidditch until you, convinced me to like it.
I didn't convince you to like it. I just reminded you like what there is to like about it and how. And
I wouldn't
you
have
said
liked it without you, Dot. I wouldn't have even tried out for the team without you. And it's absolutely bollocks that they wouldn't put you on the team even as like a second up seeker.
No. I didn't even.
If anyone in this house has passion for Quidditch, it's you. And it's in my right mind to go down and talk to them right now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
I guess
that.
that's the Linux in me, because Ian did the same thing when I wasn't put in Gryffindor.
I was talking to Bindy about it because I didn't tell you this, but I made her an Alpine matching little cloak so they could wear if we brought them down to the field when it wasn't raining or something. And if you got Keeper, I can still go down and I can cheer for you, and I have the fireworks that are like snake like. Because if you got in, it's okay. Like.
I only got Keeper if it's gonna be okay with you. I can still tell them no.
No, it's okay. I think if you had gotten Seeker, it would have really hurt. But
I would have turned that down immediately. I would not have been in competition with you.
No, if you got Keeper, that's really cool because you were really good at it, and that makes me happy. I don't know, you were really good at it, and I want you to have got. I wanted you to get it, even if I didn't get it, and but you didn't tell them anything about me, right? Because I was worried when they said group dynamics, maybe you got in, and then you told them that you were upset with me because I was being weird last week.
Why would I sabotage you in that way, Dot?
No, you wouldn't. I just like.
Just because I'm annoyed that you snuck up on me and Sissy doesn't mean I'm gonna go behind your back and talk crap about you. I'd never do that.
Okay. I get. I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess I assume just because.
If anything, I've said positive things to them, and the fact that they're not listening to me is actually, I'm gonna have to change a lot of things on this team once we start practice. Because if they're set up right now to have group dynamics that Doc Campbell is not going to fit into, then this team has a lot of work to do before we start winning some actual Quidditch tournaments.
I bet the Seeker's some like 7th year who's just like had the role for ages, and they're like, "Whoa, we have to let them have it for their last year. It'd be unfair to like pick them out at the last second."
Well, Sarah is the team captain. Is she the one that
Yeah,
talked to
Sarah.
you?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
the Seeker, I don't know who.
The Seeker, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Seeker. It's like their last year, and they're like, "Well, I better let them have it," and then maybe. I don't
But
know.
next year they're going to be out and you're going to be in, and we're going to kick some ass. Absolutely.
They're gonna get no points, and then I'm gonna grab the snitch, and then we're gonna have like 500 points. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're the type to talk about people behind their back or anything. It's just I don't know where it stops, because I just assume that if someone is hanging out with our friend behind my back and doing a thing that we would usually do, that means that it's all just like, and now they're talking about me behind their back and they don't want to sit next to me in class.
You thought that
and it's all...
I was taking Sissy as a replacement to you to the kitchens.
Yeah, I thought you guys were like going down to the kitchens for like secret, like better dinner.
So we were slipping James a potion so that we can get our brothers to start dating. That's it. You know why we have to be secretive about that.
Wait, why are you doing that?
Because Shannon is so sad, and it's actually making me sad to see, and making Sissel sad. And Ian's being a little twat and not talking to Shannon.
But what
And I
did
think
you
it-
do, what
I
did you
think
do to James?
We gave him a potion that'll make him forget, hopefully, Quidditch stuff, schedules, maybe.
I don't think that's very nice to do, Magnus.
It's harmless.
But imagine if I really wanted to be Vlad's friend, and I really wanted to be Vlad's like really close friend, and then V decided to like just drug you so that you would neglect Vlad, and then me and Vlad could be friends. That's kind of messed up, right? And then imagine if you're in love with them. That's even worse.
You know, I didn't really think about it that way.
Yeah.
I was just saying-
I like your brothers together. I do. James didn't do anything wrong this one time once. I
Right?
don't know.
I guess so. Oh man. If Sissel's come to that conclusion, I'm sure she's having quite a time
Maybe.
dealing with that. You know, Sissel.
Well, I'm sure she can sort of vent out her frustrations by trying to aim bludgers at the person that keeps blocking all the goals on the Slytherin side. Because I
Me?
bet she got beat her. Yeah, I bet she got beat her, and then you're gonna get keeper. Oh, I wasn't saying I want her to hit you. I was just saying I just meant she'd like see you as a threat, probably, because you'd be really good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean she's trying to hit you. I'm sorry.
She needs to work on her aim if she's gonna hit Magnus Linux out there on his comet broom. You know what I mean?
I was so excited. I get to make banners for you and everything. This is gonna be so cool.
This is actually great because you've got someone on the inside that can teach all the maneuvers, and then next year you're gonna be top pick, top roster. Teams are gonna be fighting over you. They're gonna go to McGonagall and be like, "Put her in Ravenclaw. Switch her house."
Thanks, Magnus. I'm sorry for being
No,
mean.
I'm sorry that you didn't get in, but next year is gonna be incredible.
Yeah. It's a good idea. And
And,
it's
and
not
maybe if you have time this summer, you could come practice at my house. If
Just-
you have time.
just like us hanging out.
You, me, Ian will be there. Hopefully Shannon will be there.
Ian.
He's not that bad anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's still really annoying and probably like one of the worst people I've ever met, but he's a good brother now.
That's good. Okay. That'd be nice then. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make special that I can come over. Unless I see my parents, and then I'm really sorry, but I'll send you lots of letters. But otherwise, yes.
All right.
Can Bimby and Alpine play together now? Because I think that Bimby misses Alpine, and I've been avoiding you.
Listen, don't tell Bambi, but I think Alpine misses him too.
And then I pick up Bimby, and then our cats have a play date.
So while they're becoming accustomed to one another again, Bimby thrilled, Alpine pretending not to be, but you can hear the purrs. In the Ravenclaw common room, Sissel and V, you're wanting to have a conversation.
Yeah, so Sissel has like made it in a point to just make sure she goes to bed every night before V gets in there because she doesn't want confrontation. But she's like upset with V and Dot, but of course V is the one like in her room. So
I'm so sad that you're upset with Dot because Dot is not upset with you at all, and I'm like, gosh dang it.
you were both together. She mad at both of you.
Oh no. Lay it on me.
But so she stays up this time just waiting for V to come into the room. And as V enters like one night, she's just sitting on her bed. Think of it like, you know, a parent waiting for their child to come
I
home.
hate that
That's
so much.
the only image I
That's
have.
so awful.
Like it's dim in the room.
Like one lamp turns
She's like
on.
flipping a coin through her fingers. I'm just kidding, she's not doing that.
A lamp turns on. She's like stirring her tea. She's like, "Oh, you're back."
Oh, you made it in late. No, she's just staying up like late knitting. And V walks in, right? V, you walk in.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, hey, V.
Hey, sissy.
Can I talk to you?
Yeah, if you want, you know, if I'm allowed to hear it.
What do you mean to hear it?
It's like if you don't want me to, then that's fine, but I don't want this. I don't want you to pity talk to me.
I don't think I would have a pity talk to you.
People do
But
it sometimes.
Who?
Society. I'm tired, you know?
I know. So
I feel like I'm a 45-year-old woman in a small body.
Yeah.
I've just been
I
through
could
it,
totally
you
see
know? And
that.
so if there's something you don't want me to know, then it's fine. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Trust me, I know where I fall in the pyramid of life.
I think we have very different pyramids.
I
don't even
think
I
you're
have a
on
pyramid.
You're up there, you're popular, you have nice hair, everybody likes you. You
Popular
and
for the
Agnes
right,
are
wrong
popular.
things.
And then under that, it's Ezra and Dot. And they're super popular too, and everybody likes them, but they're too nice. And then there's the dweeb lords, and that's where I'm at. So you don't have to pretend. I understand. I hear everything people say. I get it. I'm exhausted. I'm practically paying my taxes right now. That's how much of a grown-up I am. Anyways, if you want to tell a dweeb lord something, then go right ahead. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, that's all that I'm saying. Ugh.
Well, I asked to talk to you, but it's clear you want to talk to me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why? Yeah, of course I want to talk to you. But if you don't want to talk to me, I don't want somebody to talk to me just because they think they have to.
No, I don't think I have to. I want to.
Okay, well then what is it? What is it? Just tell me what I did wrong.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I was upset that you and Dot decided to eavesdrop on me and Magnus and not wait for us to come to y'all.
Well, we just thought, and you know, Dot was sad and I was relating because I know how it feels for people to not actually be your friend. She just felt left out. She just wanted to be there. That's it. And we just wanted to see what you were talking about. And I know now that being in the CBA or being a spy, like, I know it's bad now, but we just wanted to hear if you were saying like, oh, we want to stab Dot and V. That's it. I was just looking out for my safety.
V, do you know who I am?
I mean, you could be Voldemort. We even talked about that. Not
V.
you specifically, but like, I'm just saying, like, we just wanted to hear. I just was hoping that, you know, it'd be something crazy. And then instead you were just giving him a stupid soda or whatever. So yeah, I'm sorry. We're not gonna do that again. I made Ezra sad, so that's why I won't be doing it again.
Why'd you make Ezra sad?
Because he didn't want to be there, and he was there, and we told him to spy with us, and he did, but he's a nicer human. So he was, and then he had anxiety and had to go outside, and I feel really bad, and I made him a drawing and I put it in his drawer. I hope he saw it. But basically that's how I know that I'm at the bad friend level of the pyramid and I have to get better, and I can't be a spy anymore, and I'm sorry. You guys weren't even doing anything bad. We just wanted to know if you were doing something weird because Dot wasn't there. That's it. Just next time invite Dot, or invite her to something without, just invite her to things, okay? Because that would make her feel better. I don't care if I get an invite because I don't want a pity invite, like I said, but I'm just explaining.
So you want Dot to have pity invites?
No, I don't. I want you to actually invite her if you actually want to. You said you're her friend, so why are you having to say it like that?
That's what you just... V, can I talk to you, please?
What? I'm stressing. I just don't want Dot to be sad, okay? Just be nice to her. That's it.
When am I not nice to Dot?
Why
I needed to
why
talk
couldn't
to
you guys?
Magnet.
Why couldn't
V,
you guys
let
bring
me
her?
talk. She's like putting her foot down. I needed to talk to Magnus because it's about our brothers. I can't talk to Dot about our brothers.
Why?
Because they're not her brother.
Why does it matter? Why is it always about family? Oh, it's my blood relative, so it's important, you know? Oh, it's like, why does that matter? Because you have the same last name? Because you're similar? Like, why? Like, what would we do?
V, you're twisting things into what they're not.
Like I said, I just don't understand what the people want. It's okay if you didn't want us there. I just want to know, you know, but it's your families. That's cool. Family's more important. You're right, you know?
It's more so we didn't want to entangle y'all in things that you didn't need to be entangled in. This is mine.
But we like
Magnus's
entanglement.
thing that we're
We
concerned
love
of.
entanglement. We want to be entangled. Please. What are we going to do?
We were going to tell y'all after
But
we did this.
Why couldn't we be there?
Because that's a lot of people to try to be sneaky with.
Okay, well then next time, how about you say, hey, me and Magnus are going to go do this.
I mean, we kind of did. We said,
Not really.
hey, me and
You just-
Magnus are gonna go and talk, which we did.
You could have invited us.
You could have not snuck up on us.
And I already said sorry.
You didn't, but now thank you.
I did say sorry. I've said it like 12 times.
Okay.
I literally said that I'm not going to be a spy anymore.
That's okay.
I literally... God.
V.
Maybe you are Voldemort.
Maybe
And I just like
am.
walk away.
I feel like that didn't fix any
looking for-
problems.
Looking for my -1 on Sissel.
This made it worse. This made it worse.
This made it worse.
Sissel's extremely confused on what conversation we just had.
Well, that went pretty well.
Yeah, she's gonna go to bed. Good night. All right.
V's going through a lot of hormones right now. So she's acting out.
I'm never gonna be over the society. I'm tired.
As you're sort of rolling over, you just hear a slightly awkward from the other side of the room. And you just hear Danny's voice just, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but... Sissel, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm... To be honest, no, Danny, I'm never okay. But I have to pretend that I'm okay because all of my friends right now are not okay. And I need to be their shoulder because I'm everybody's older youngest sister. And that's just how I'm feeling right now. And I tried to talk to V and she wouldn't let me talk to her. Instead, she unloaded everything on me. And I know that Dot's upset and I have no idea why Dot's upset. She's the one who eavesdrops on me and Magnus. And we're just trying to get our brothers together because I want Shannon happy. Sorry.
It's okay. It sounds like you're going through a lot.
But I'm not allowed to go through a lot.
Yeah, you are. Well, what are you talking about?
I'm everybody's shoulder. And it sucks.
So I've always been an only child, so I've never really had a lot of friends before I came here. So I don't know what it's like to be responsible for lots and lots of people, but I don't know if this helps, but you make it seem really easy, even if it feels like it's not. And I know.
For a long time, hiding feelings, trying not to concern your loved ones.
I know we don't know each other as well as you know the others, and but if you want to talk or not as well, but like I'm only a couple of beds down.
Yeah, sorry about the conversation. Sorry for unloading on you.
It sounds like you need it.
Yeah, I guess I did. I just don't know who to talk to right now, and I was hoping to talk to V.
I mean, you and Magnus seem to be close at the moment.
Yeah, we're just trying to make Shannon happy. But it's nothing more than that before you think.
Oh no, that's not what I was asking. I just I've seen but yeah, if you ever want to talk about stuff, like you can.
I appreciate it. And same to you. You're always more than welcome to talk to me. I am a good ear.
Yeah, but don't want to put any more weight on the shoulder.
I've always said it. I've got broad shoulders because I can carry a lot.
And
sometimes I need to unload it too.
If I hear right, shoulders that are going to be hitting around some bludgers as well.
I hope so. I'm on the second line, so we'll see if I even get to play this season, but I'm excited.
That's amazing, though.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm nervous.
Well, you're going to be great.
Thank you, Danny.
And as you say this, suddenly the breath in front of you hangs in the air, and you feel a chill. And you see Danny just shiver a little bit, and someone leave a window open?
I don't know, it seems like it. It's really cold. I'm gonna grab like a sweater and just put it on.
As you reach across and grab, you see that underneath one of the doors, the one which Violet walked through, there is ice cracking from underneath the door.
And Sissel's gonna suddenly remember that this is kind of what she saw downstairs. Danny, can you come with me? and she's gonna like start running out the door.
Yeah, of course. And she just starts to throw a dressing gown around her. And as you run towards the door, this chill magnifies and magnifies as it gets more and more intense. And as you reach out for the door handle, the metal of the handle is almost like burning in how cold it is as you just... And bringing the sweater round your hand, you grab a hold of it. Are you opening?
Yeah, I'm trying, yeah.
You pull it open, and you look inside as you see the girls' bathrooms ahead of you. Cubicles line to one side and sinks down the other. And you see that on every surface of the room, there is ice creeping up the walls. The mirrors are all frosted over, as are the windows around. And in the middle of this, you see Violet just standing and looking in one direction. And Violet, as you stand there, Bunny sitting in your hand, you look up as you see something that you have read about before. Something that has given you nightmares in the past, but you never thought you would see one in person. But floating down from above, with long outstretched fingers and a gaping hole where a mouth should be, shrouded in black rags, a Dementor just reaches towards you and begins to breathe.